Get lit. Get lit. Get lit. Everybody get lit right now. Get lit. Get lit. Get lit. Everybody get lit right now.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Swap Radio. I am your host, Monica. You can tune in here every Thursday. Tony is somewhere over there being quiet. But since
I
he wants
thought you was gonna pause. I thought you was gonna pause. I said, and I am Tony. You kept going. I done fucked up the introduction.
He got to be trained. Listen, we'll have this discussion off air. I was gonna bring you on in a minute, but you know you gotta get him on here. So he's Tony, you guys. Thank you for being here with us, Tony.
Cut it out.
You don't even say you're welcome. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Okay, y'all. So you can tune in here every Thursday around 7. Because we're going to have to learn how to be on time. Sometimes Tony be popping up. Yeah, I'm blending you. Anyway, you can follow the radio show at Swap Radio on every social media platform, meaning, for some of you don't know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all the above. You can follow me at Monica WLS and the number 2 on Instagram and TikTok. Let's go, Tony. Come on.
You can follow me, Tony Berg, on all social media platforms.
If you would like to be a guest, I don't know what that is, but if you would like to be a guest, you can send an email to That's Why Radio Show at gmail.com. You can send your guest request or topic request also to that email. I'm not accepting guest requests to my personal inbox, but if you have a topic, you can surely send it over to me or even Tony. That's Tony gonna send it to me. Today, I just want to speak love in the atmosphere. Tony, I think, is in love but won't admit it. So I want to speak love into the atmosphere.
No.
To love and be loved is to feel the sun from both sides. See how simple that is? You like that one, Tony? No?
Why I gotta be the one in love, though? Why can't be you?
Because I'm the one talking. I'm talking to you. I'm not in love. I am dating. When I am dating more than one person.
You're dating more than one what?
Like, what are you talking about?
Oh.
I'm dating more than one person.
Oh, I'm stuck in the trains.
What are you talking about? Because
I'm
you in
just
love?
stuck. Yeah, I'm in love and don't want to admit it. No. I say I'm stuck in the trains. I don't know what I want to do.
I don't really think you have the answer to that. She has to be wanting to do.
Yeah. Her.
Yeah, I'm not in that situation. I'm just dating her and her.
I said her, and her.
I don't even want to go there because Tony, I don't know what you're trying to say.
I ain't trying to say nothing.
We accept the love we think we deserve. I'm just feel like that's the truth. That's the true quote right there. You figure out what you're gonna do. Don't be playing with people, okay?
I'm open about everything.
Okay, good.
That's the one
That's why I
benefit.
openly said
Yeah, that's the one
I'm dating.
benefit to
Period.
me. That's the one. You can see what was on my screen.
Somebody was trying to call you. Was like, zzz, zzz, zzz.
Yeah, I ended them. Yeah, but no, that's the one thing about me. I'm open about everything because I'm at a place in my life where I'm too old to be lying. So I'm putting all the cards on the table. You want to deal with them, you deal with them. If you don't, keep moving.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So before we started the show, I had mentioned because somehow we got on dating. I think, because I mentioned something about love, and Tony wonder why it's always him. But Tony's favorite couple is who? Tony.
Yes, you know my favorite couple.
But they don't. So I'm asking you.
My favorite couple is Papoose and Remy.
All right. So with that being said, rumor mill is saying that Papoose knocked out Easy to Block Captain or something.
Yeah, easy to block.
He's been doing this. Excuse me. He's been doing this rap battle thing, him and Remy, and it's alleged that she cheated with him. Off air, Tony doesn't want to believe it, but on air,
I'm still
I
don't
guess he
believe
still
it.
don't believe it. I think anything is possible. I did notice that on Father's Day this year, she did not give him a shout out, as she has done every other year since she's been home. So I don't know. None of us know because neither one of them has spoke out about it. So right now we're just patiently waiting, right, Tony?
That's what I'm waiting for. I'll believe it when they say it out their own mouth.
I believe it's very possible. That's all
It
I
is.
know.
Anything's
I will
possible.
hope not, because that man waited for her all them years she was locked up because he could have been getting that thing wet. You know, listen. So I hope she did.
That'll break my
Okay.
heart.
Oh boy.
If
you know who
if
could break your heart?
if she cheated on him, good guys will never win.
So anyway, let's stay on rumor mill real quick. Let's just stay here. We won't call this the rumor lane, okay? Tony might can't speak on this. I might need Diamond K to chime in for a second. Tasha K, Tony may or may not know, but Tasha K has been talking real reckless about Cardi
That's my
B.
girl. That's my girl.
She don't mind bringing her up, and listen.
So,
Tasha
do you
K
have a problem with what Tasha K has been doing, which is pretty much the same thing she always does, but
yeah, no, it's a little different. It's a little, and
it's different
I
because
follow
it's
her.
personal.
It's
It's
a
different
little
because it's
different.
personal.
She wants to be the Wendy Williams. No, because she want to be Wendy Williams so bad.
She does.
And see, what I've noticed is that she's talking so reckless now because she filed bankruptcy. But
Yes.
one important thing that she does not even realize, you didn't file Chapter 7. You filed Chapter 11 because you want to keep your house. Chapter 13 is it? I think she want to keep her house and certain things, but the judge don't have to agree with it. He can throw it out. They already told you can't hide money.
Right.
You can't do this. You can't do that.
Cardi accused her of hiding money.
But Cardi B already put it out there. We heard you hiding money, and we know where you're hiding the money.
Well, that's what Cardi says. She's hiding the money in Africa.
Yeah, but she's hiding it, so she could end up in jail.
Well,
and I like how she also keeps trying to throw Nick under the bus, talking about her check bounce from when she was on Wild 'N Out. Girl, just pay Cardi B her money.
Well, she don't have it. She already said she don't have it.
Yeah, because it's over there across sea. You know.
She don't have $4 million.
It's not in the U.S.
She don't have $4 million.
She got some money. She got some money.
She might
got
got 500.
Going to be over,
but she ain't got $4 million.
But keep working to get it.
Right. And
she could sip this wine.
Yeah, so it's so maybe this is part of her strategy to get the money for Cardi.
Oh, I'm sure.
Maybe all the drama is part of the strategy.
Did you see the mess with Jess Hilarious? Jess Hilarious didn't say nothing bad about her. She just mentioned what was going on.
Right. Yeah, she just
the same thing you do.
She just searching.
Talk about what's happening.
Yeah, she just searching. But that's what she do. She just searching.
But you have noticed that she's been doing a little extra talking.
Yeah.
She trying to make it seem like we got Takeoff killed or something. Did you miss
Cardi. It's Cardi. She tried to like insinuate that Cardi had something to do with it?
Yes.
Yes. She did that. That was surprising that she would go that far.
Nah, that's not surprising.
See, now before she couldn't talk about it. But I don't know why that would be out of place just because you filed bankruptcy. And see the stuff she was doing with Jess. I know if Jess got a good lawyer, I know she wait. I'm gonna wait till your bankruptcy is discharged. Then I'm gonna sue you. She kept saying that man. She was born a man.
Yeah, she
just kept doing that.
Yeah, she said that. But Josh, the thing is she didn't take the bait and then she moved on. You know what I'm saying? But I just hope that
because she knows she can sue her.
I just hope that Tasha K is just considering everything, because if I remember correctly, Cardi lives in Atlanta, or they at least have a place there. Tasha K lives in Atlanta. Atlanta is bigger than Baltimore, but it ain't that big. It's kind of small. Like everybody go to the same places. So it's just like, you know what I mean? Somebody might run up on her. Anything can happen. Like all back.
They're one of those Barty fans, they say, huh?
You know, some people were saying that Cardi took it too far.
Did they call it Barty gang? I don't know.
Yeah, some people say that Cardi took it too far when she said, I'm gonna make sure your kids don't go to college. And I guess she was referring to, I'm gonna get any bit of money that you get, and you ain't gonna have to send the kids to college. But do you think that was too far?
No.
Whenever going at the kids is always too far.
I'm gonna break you.
But she wasn't saying I'm gonna do nothing.
She didn't say nothing about them kids.
She said no. She said I'm gonna make sure that the kids don't go to college. But before that, she was talking about taking all of her money, so she won't have any money to send the kids to college. But that's not saying that you're doing something to the kids.
But why even bring the kids up?
Yeah.
I mean, boy, please. First of all, Cardi is a what?
A rapper?
A what? What gang is it? Listen.
She's a rapper. She's allegedly affiliated.
I don't know, because I don't follow Cardi like that.
Well, that's why you should listen. So what I'm saying is this, right? This is what I'm saying. Focus. Let's focus on this. Let's focus. Remember, Tasha K was saying all kinds of stuff about the girl having STDs and this having this, that, and the other. That's why she got awarded the $4 million in the first place. All of those false accusations she was sitting behind the camera making.
Yes,
without using the word allegedly.
Those turned out to be false.
Exactly. So if I say I'm gonna make sure you can't pay your mortgage, I guess that's bringing the kids in it, because then the kids ain't gonna have nowhere to sleep.
No, because you didn't say
when your house foreclosed on, I'm gonna buy your house. She didn't say anything about the kids.
No, I mean, She's saying I'm gonna make sure that your kids never go.
All she said was, "I'm gonna make sure your kids can't go to college." She didn't
Right.
say, "Oh, your
She
child looks like
referenced the
SpongeBob."
kids.
Or your child. If I break your pockets, you can't send them to school.
They still can go to school. They can go to school on a scholarship.
They can go to Baltimore City Public Schools.
They go to school on a scholarship.
Oh, or that.
I'm just listen. I'm being devil's advocate, but I'm being real. When you in those places like that and you having those beef, I just think any mention of people's kids should always be off limit, no matter if you're referencing them to prove a point or something, because you don't know what is a mental stigma to a person that's gonna cause them to go off. So it's just like when we growing up, someone be like your mother, you straight hit them in the mouth. That's the same thing.
Shit, I still do that today.
Hits people in the mouth and say your mother.
I still do that today. With where I work, ew, look at that mess right there to the right. Anyway, listen. If somebody, just hypothetically speaking, that whole road rage stuff, and people be like, "Bitch, I'm your mother." I don't care. What are you talking about? I don't understand. Like, how you gonna get so mad that you gotta be physical? Because the moment that you put your hands on me, you back in the day, you gonna catch your ass whipping. I'm gonna throw some hands with you. But today, y'all need to press charges. I was just assaulted. That's what's gonna happen. When you have things to lose, there's certain things you don't do. Ain't nothing off limits when you going out. They don't have a good. They not friends and having a slight argument. Bitch, you owe me $4 million and you on the internet making jokes and talking about me and this, that, and the other. No, I'm gonna make sure your kids can't eat. They ain't got no bed to sleep on, no roof over their head. I'm gonna bankrupt you, which she did. So, with that being said, it's all gloves off. Ain't no being nice. What are we talking about? What are we really talking about?
No, I every time I think that situation is over with, then it just bubble back up again. I want to say.
Well, that's a little. I mean, she riding Nikki dick a little too hard.
Who?
Because when she put up that little fake apology today,
yeah, well, she did.
She put
doing that because that gets under her skin a little bit. She probably think that get under her skin.
That's fine, because all this new stuff, when your bankruptcy is over and done with, she's gonna be able to sue you again for all the new stuff. I'm just saying, like, she could keep it going, keep it rolling. At the end of the day, you can't hide your money. They know you hiding money. So that's just some stuff you gotta deal with. I really don't like that one. That is a mess. And I follow the both of them. That's a better picture of her, I guess. Yeah. That is a mess. However, real quick, let's bring it back to Baltimore. We had a situation in Baltimore, and I wanted to put it out there that we boycott this place. Don't purchase any liquor, any cigarettes, any what's some things y'all smoke? The little vape pens and all of that stuff. We don't want to shop here.
Don't get no penny candy. Don't get no Huggy juice.
They don't have no penny candy out there. There hasn't been penny candy in about 20 years. Oh, Tiffany.
How much do penny candy cost now then?
$6 for a bag.
Oh,
you gotta buy the bag. You can't buy them individually no more.
No.
I don't know no penny candy. You gonna ask them? Ain't no damn penny candy.
No. If you go like,
say, oh, you gotta get a whole bag.
Can you buy the cookies and they put them in a bag?
No.
Oh, I'm the only one that do that.
I'm selling chocolate chips in the
Now, one of them
I'm
stores
selling
on
the chocolate chip.
one of them stores on Pratt Street, I can't remember which one. They have the colored Tootsie Rolls. It's like 3 for 10 cents.
3 for 10
Tony,
cents.
it ain't that many stores on Pratt Street.
I can't. It's I don't know if it's the red one on the left or the blue one on the right. It's one of them two. But
It's
you right,
like
it
one of
ain't
them
that.
stores. It's like one of them
I'm really
stores.
not.
It's like a house basement kind of thing.
No, they actually real storefronts, but they just
Oh,
trash
wow.
No.
stores. Yeah, like one
I should
used to
check.
be a dollar store and the other used to be a record store.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
A record store.
yeah, the one on the corner used to
I
be
don't
a
want to
record
know
store.
because I don't even want to know. I don't even really want to. Diamond K, you know, Raven Simone. Jesus Christ. I know she ain't talking about me. I didn't mean to say Raven. I meant to say Raven Paris is opening up.
Wait, you confused Raven Simone and
I don't
Raven
believe
Paris?
No, because I was getting ready to say that, but she's there and I'm jaded with these puppies. I'm sorry. I got distracted for a second. But she opened up a little spot down there. But I know it used to be a church. And it's right next to where one of my cousins was killed outside of that little store. That's right there. You know what I'm talking about?
No, where's that?
It's on Pratt Street, like you remember the barbershop I used to take my sons to, right?
Yeah.
It's on that same side, but down some. Closer to, well, no, it's in the middle of the block.
Oh, I know what you're
I'll send
talking
it to you.
about. You said it used to be a church.
Right, it used to be a church.
Yeah, that was the old furniture store before the church. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like
it got that
directly
big,
across
ugly
from that.
looking
The who?
It has that real big, ugly looking awning thing. Kind of like they be having at the movie theaters. Them older ones.
Yeah. It's like directly across from that old hair store, the yellow hair store.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the mattress store. All that stuff was right
there.
Yeah.
Pratt Street been busy.
Man, we didn't watch the evolution of that street. Literally. From Pratt Street merchants to Pratt Street vacant.
You know what?
Because it ain't shit there but a bunch of vacant stores.
Right. A whole bunch of them. And then
right.
like
That's always been a that's always been a rough little spot.
It has, but
it was thriving back in the day.
I don't know what.
Oh yeah. Back in the day when they had penny candy. Bring back the penny candies.
Remember the Murray Steakhouse was on the corner? Well, Murray Steakhouse was in two places.
Yeah, because it used to be at that same store. And then it moved down next to where the Panoptical used to be.
Oh my God! Listen, that block been through it.
Yeah,
that's all I know.
So if they bring back penny candy, then
that block ain't gonna revive that area. No.
You want me to get some penny candy? Because I'm sick of you with this penny candy.
It's not going to revive that area because they bring back penny candy. That's just going to be another place for them to go hang and stand and block other people from getting in the store. So you ain't going to revive nothing.
Well, I think that it is a great idea that you said that what kind of establishment is it going to be?
Kind of like what we doing right now. We could go there and do it.
Like a media place.
If you do, you need to do like,
Oh yeah, yeah. So you said is this Raven?
You got jokes.
Oh, not that Raven.
No, you know it's Raven. Stop playing.
Oh, that Raven. Got you. Okay. So not this Raven. This Raven. Got you.
The straight Raven.
Right.
The one from Baltimore. Stop playing.
The other Raven is not that. All right. badge.
Ain't nobody invite her.
Oh.
Come on, lady, got her breasts all in the screen. What the hell?
Oh, my bad. Excuse me.
She always driving somewhere, y'all.
The story of my life.
So listen, Shanette, you late. We need to keep this ball rolling.
Okay.
We're gonna because I started in on it and then we stopped, and I don't know how we got to what we got to.
Oh, we talking the Baltimore
the Baltimore wine. What is it, Tony? Spirit.
No, it's Towson Wine and Spirit.
Well, whatever. That's what I need. Is
if you're gonna boycott a store, you gotta get the name right.
When you put it up there, the name will be on the screen.
Okay. All right, so we got a video.
Yes, sir.
You want the video now?
Yeah, I want the video.
Hey, yo, do not shop in this racist ass spot right here. Don't shop there. Don't shop at him. He's a racist. This dude right here is a racist. Don't shop here. Racist ass. Every time I come in, he has an attitude. And he's racist. Don't shop here. Him. Do not shop here.
Fuck you, nigger.
See him?
You got that?
You see him? Yep, I got that. I got that. I got that. Thank you. That's what I needed, sir. Thank you.
I had to get some of my drink for that. So, before I even say anything about this man, the address to this location that we are all expected to boycott. White, Hispanic, green, yellow, we expect you all to boycott this racist place. It's located at 6 West Pennsylvania Avenue in Towson, Maryland.
Across from 7 West.
I don't want to say the call, but you can't really do anything with reviews. It's already going down to 70. The reviews is 3.3. It's going down. I think it was more than that before, but I don't know what happened before. But to get you to the level to say nigger, he rolls that thing off his tongue whenever he feel like it. That's what it looked like to me. Anybody want to share their thoughts? Tony.
Oh, it's self-explanatory. The video says it all. You know what I mean? Like the one thing and if you listen to 95.9 or any of them,
we're not shouting out other people. Do we listen to the radio? And what happened?
If you listen to the radio and you hear them always talking about black dollars, empowerment, and things of that nature, our money is very powerful. And places like that, we need not to shop at. And again, like you said, that was too natural to be a mistake or thought about. That is consistent. And the one thing, especially with older white men in this country that uses that term so loosely, we got to do stuff that hurt them. And the best way to hurt them is their pocket.
Facts. Mm-hmm. Well, I will say this.
Yeah, that's the only correction to that behavior.
I've never shopped there, so I have no intentions of shopping there.
I've never shopped there either. I ride past it a lot because of my job and the area that it's in, but I never shopped there. I never had an intention of going in there because I think that area is overpriced. But that's all the more reason now. I'm going to go as far as not to even turn in that block.
All right, Shanette, your turn.
As Tony said, I'm standing in agreement with that. I don't, regardless of what happened, I mean, I don't know what, allow, what it took for this to happen. I just, see, don't shop there. But irregardless, that should not have come out of his mouth. And I don't know. I'm just tongue tied, right? I don't even know what to say about that.
I'm confused about why it's going on. So it's really like, because people really think they can say what they want to say now. So it's just like, what are we really doing? Like, if somebody's gonna seriously get hurt. Let me just say that. I know you're not. What is it? Sticks and stones may break my bones. I know you shouldn't hit somebody based on what they say. Listen, Rayo and Tiffany, y'all have got to go. But somebody can get hurt. That's all I know.
Yeah,
nobody ever calls me one of those words.
When you get to those places, and it's funny because I have a situational story of something similar to that a person called me that, and I was in a restaurant, and I ended up paying for the guy food instead of punching him in the face. I didn't punch him in the mouth because it was so many people there. And the waiter and everybody wanted to put the man out and this and that, older white guy and his wife, and I asked them not to. And when it was time for them to pay the food, I told the waiter, I said, when he's ready to pay for his food, I'm going to pay for his food. So bring me his check. And everybody was looking at me. The girl I was with cussed me out the whole 9 yards. And after that, she didn't even understand what I did, how powerful what I did was. She would say, he called you a nigga. You didn't hit him in the mouth and you paid for his food. I said, because the rest of his life, he got to realize that a nigga fed him. That's way more powerful than me punching him in the mouth.
Niggas feed me all the time.
I guarantee he won't call another black man a nigga though. Real shit.
He probably will.
It's gonna take a while though.
He probably will. I think that ass whipping would have been better.
Yeah, and I'd have been in jail.
Have assault charge and all that.
Yeah, I'd have been in jail paying lawyers because I wanted to punch him. I'm not gonna lie, but I seen all the people around. I'm like, nah, this ain't gonna end good for me. But if it and in today's time, it's everybody quick to do the camera thing. It's gonna be the same thing. That judge ain't gonna care that he called you a nigga. That judge only gonna care that you punched him in the mouth.
That is very true. I have to agree with that.
Yeah, so you gotta find strategic ways now to hurt them.
Right.
Now, if ain't no cameras around, man, stomp that motherfucker out. But
Diamond K, light skin. Listen, I have to know what you would have done in this situation.
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with the way Tony handled it. I would not have handled it that way. I think that what Tony did was so far over the man's mentality, he didn't even get it. You know what I'm saying? I think it was too advanced for the white guy. I would have called him another name that was, a degrading name, right? So what I think we mess up at is that, somebody say something to you and then you physically attack them. You took it too far.
Now
you know what I mean? Now you just superseded what they did. So now it becomes, like you said, about your action and not about the provoking action. It's just like somebody call you a bitch, you call them a motherfucking bitch or a black ass bitch or white ass bitch. You know what I mean? Like you
not a motherfucking bitch.
you do it with words. You know what I'm saying? Because they insulted you with words, so you insult them back. You know what I mean?
So they told me call you a nigga.
Greasy bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, please say that again. Call him a what? Call him a what?
A bitch.
No. What? Call him a what?
A motherfucking bitch. Don't y'all know some motherfucking bitches?
Oh my God.
What's funny about that?
My stomach.
Did you sound white saying it? You motherfucking bitch. God damn.
Oh my God.
So you saying if he call you a nigga, you gonna call him a honky?
I mean, I don't know. I think I probably did more than a honky, but
that's Tony word. Oh, you gonna call him a cracker?
I definitely, yeah. It depends on where we at. You know,
hillbilly, redneck.
White trash, hillbilly, redneck.
You motherfucking hillbilly.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, this is really not funny. It's not supposed to be funny.
It's not funny, but Diamond K make a valid point though.
It's
Yeah,
just the way
because
you said
I'm
that.
saying
sorry.
embarrass him in a way that doesn't get you in jail.
And this, I wasn't, more or less speaking on Tony's.
But I think even if you talk about the guy, even if you talk about the guy that's on the video here, after he called him a nigga, he was like, "Thank you, sir." Like, what the fuck is that shit about? You know what I'm saying? To me, he should have insulted him back then. He even showed him respect after he called him a nigga. "Thank you, sir. That's what I needed, sir. You gave me this good stuff." Fuck out of here with that shit.
Thank you, Master.
Yeah, he might as well say, "Thank you, Master." Yes, thank you, boss. Good.
Listen.
I got it on my phone, boss. It was loud enough that time, boss. He might as well said that.
But listen, let me say
What
this.
tripped me out was when he said, "But did you get it?"
Yeah, because he wanted to make sure he probably told him he was.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm gonna take you." He was like, "You got it." If we ask him, if we was to go interview the white guy right now, he would say, "I said it for his camera," because he said he wanted me. He's gonna tape. He probably said it before, and he probably was like, "I'm gonna tape you next time." And he probably had the phone. Was like, "Did you get it that time?" It's probably like what the energy was.
You know what? I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna try to interview.
You want to go over there? We go over there.
Yeah, let's go interview him. Listen, real quick though. I'm gonna say this, then I want to get to that other topic because I don't want us to be going too long, and that other topic gonna be serious.
Other topic is serious. And I have like about
still got
minutes of it, but if you want to cut before, then tell me. But I got like 4 minutes of it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot, but I just need the majority of it to get in there.
So people can get the gist of it.
Yeah. I'll let you know when.
Okay.
But what I was going to say was with the guy in the.
Why are you laughing?
Because I want to say it in the nicest way. I just don't know if I would have been that calm.
You wouldn't have been.
I don't know why you think you know me, sir.
I think you would have tried. I think you would try to knock over the penny candy. Oh,
I was about to say that.
Listen,
I was about to say that.
Let me tell you what I'm never gonna play with. My freedom. Okay, they've been. Oh, we locking you up for destruction of property. I don't have.
You could have slipped and fall like Ezel did in Friday, and then sued him.
And so
my neck in my back.
That is a good idea. Like
that's a better idea. You see what hit him in the pocket, all down.
Oh, you a nigga, slip and fall, knock something over as you fall, and be like, "Oh, my back."
You get up.
Yeah, good idea.
As Diamond K would say, "Look at my face."
I see you got the serious face on.
Whatever. Go to the next video.
Y'all no context. Okay.
Oh, let me give a little intro.
Okay.
So listen, you guys, listen. This is very important to all of you people who like to play house. This is very important for you guys. That, you're going into a situation where he or she already has kids, and you just going, boom, I'm gonna take on the role as being dad, or you're gonna be mom or stepmom, whatever the case may be. This clip here is for you.
The a-hole for refusing to pay for my stepdaughter's wedding because her real daddy is the one that's gonna walk her down the aisle. So let me tell you guys about my stepdaughter, all right? She wants her real daddy to walk her down the aisle. Now let me give you a little backstory on me and my stepdaughter. She just graduated from university, which I paid for. Now, she went to an in-state university, but it still cost me about $40,000. Now, I also bought her a car. I bought her a car straight after high school. That way she could go back and forth to school. I bought her a car. She still lives with me and her mother. She does not have a job. Now, she's set to be married on August the 8th. And for the past 6 months, that's all her and her mother been talking about doing. Being occupied with, being consumed most of their time. Now, her daddy, he don't contribute to not 1 cent on her. Not her education, not child support, which is partly her mother's fault because, she didn't fight for that. And that's, I guess that's just what the settlement was. And he only around to make promises. I do that for you. I do this for you, and then take off. And then she'd be heartbroken. But she adores her father, right? So, like I said, she's set to be married in August. And the wedding venue, I told them they could have it in my home. The wedding venue can hold about 250 people, right? Now, I said, hey, I got a list of 20 people that I want to come to the wedding. I'm paying for this at my house. I want these 20 people to come. Do y'all know Saturday, I see one of my friends at the golf course, right? He's supposed to come to the wedding. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna see you at the wedding, right? He said, I only got an announcement. I didn't get an invite. I'm like, nah. I'll let my girlfriend and stepdaughter know to send out the invitations on these few people, and you're supposed to get an invite. He said, I got something, but it was an announcement. So we walked to his car because I want to check, right? And sure enough, it was an announcement. So I went and talked to my girlfriend and said, did you invite those 20 people to the wedding that I told you about? Man, she didn't invite none of them. She said 250 people was a little tight, and I don't think we can get your 20 people in there. Man, I was pissed. And the people that were supposed to come, they pissed as well. Then she's going to say, if any other people that we already invited don't RSVP, then we'll get some of your people in here. I'm like, what? Man, that's crazy, man. Don't even worry about it, man. I'll just be mad. All right? So now, the crazy part about it is, when I check the invitations, they don't even have my name on them. They have her real daddy and her on the invitation that I paid for. I paid for these invitations. How you got a real daddy on there, her mama on there? Cool. Couple days later, I'm hosting the venue at my house, hosting the wedding family at my house, okay? It's me, stepdaughter, girlfriend, groom, and their parents, right? Trying to help everybody get real acquainted. Then a surprise guest shows up, my stepdaughter's real daddy. And I'm like, you know what? Cool. He probably just coming to the wedding, right? But tell me why my stepdaughter proceeds to stand up and announce that her real daddy is giving her away at the wedding. What? The wedding that I'm paying for, that in my house, the daddy don't do nothing for you, is giving you away? Oh, and they were just so happy and smiling. Oh, yay, great. Inside, I was fuming. Inside, I wanted to cry or punch somebody. Probably wanted to do both, honestly. So I took that time to stand up and give a toast as well. I said, I owe the groom and the bride a deep debt of gratitude because they have opened my eyes tonight. Oh, everybody at the table was just smiling. They have let me know that my position in this family is not what I thought it was. Oh, you should have saw the frowns, man. Now they mad. It done got serious. I let them know I am not the godfather or, the head of the family that I thought I was, the loved one that would be seeked out in times of need. Nah. I realized I'm an ATM. Yeah. So, since I have been replaced as host of the wedding, I shall be giving my financial duties to the new host. And I will back out monetarily. Yeah. Yep. Now, after the announcement, a whole lot of snickering was going on around the table, right? A lot of mumbling, but they didn't say anything to me. Nobody addressed me now. Now, later that night, tell me why my girlfriend gonna come to me talking about how I'm ruining so much. How I'm ruining so much.
Wow. That's a lot to unpack. That's a lot. So first question is, would you have backed out monetarily?
Hell yeah. Without a question. No, he put too much in to not be that guy walking her down the aisle. No, yeah, take my money, up, gone. I'm out of there.
Right, so you pretty much answered the other one. Do you expect to walk her down the aisle?
If I'm paying for it and not having the father role, yes.
Okay. Excuse me. Diamond K, where you at? Is Shanette still here?
No, she dropped off, but if she comes back on, I'll bring her.
This is interesting because she had a different point of view.
Yeah.
Her.
I mean, they treated him real foul. And I went to a wedding a couple years ago where my homeboy is the step parent, right? And the biological father was not really present in the kids' lives. And when the daughter got married, they both were at so they did this thing where the biological father walked it down halfway, and then my homeboy picked up the other half and took her to
I agree with that because that's really what happened with raising the child.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
So I think that's what should have happened with the guy.
Now and when you sent me this clip, what was so I'm gonna send it to him too. But what was so interesting about it is that he called me up when it was going down, when they decided that the biological father was going to be there, right? And he had a whole thought about it. He didn't like it. He was very angry about it. And I explained to him, because the thing is that, the daughter was always reaching out. Father was never, you know what I mean? And he was always there. So he felt like, why is she reaching out at all now? Why, you know what I mean? And, it's tricky because a child is going to always want their parent to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And so even after all the disappointment, they still are the child, you know what I mean, of the parent. And so, they got through it, and I thought it was cool, but it wasn't, my homeboy's situation wasn't to the degree of this situation. You know what I mean? Like, these ladies are just totally disrespecting him, in my opinion. Now, he couldn't have one person there. Like, he could, so literally, you just here to take care of what? No.
Yeah.
The mother can't look that good. It can't be that good. Whatever it is, can't be that good that she got.
They got 150 and he couldn't get 20. Like
250.
250.
Yeah, I'm sorry. 250. And he couldn't get.
They couldn't do 220. They couldn't do 230. What are 230? And he do 20 people.
Yeah, they do 115 apiece. 115 for the husband, 115 for the wife, and let him get his 20.
I had the clip cut, but in that the wife said he was. I mean, not the wife. She's the
girlfriend.
See, which I think he was giving her too much as a girlfriend. But this chick called him selfish. He was being selfish. Listen, y'all take the wedding somewhere else.
Absolutely.
It won't happen at my house.
Absolutely.
We're not doing that. We're gonna respect everybody. I agree, Diamond K. He could have the father could walk halfway and then he's the boyfriend, but you wasn't looking at him like, oh, you just my boyfriend when he paid for her college.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to add. That would be my only other question. How far did he go with her before he paid that college? Why are they not married?
We cut the clip a little bit early. We cut the clip a little bit early because he went into a little deeper, but he paid for her college. He has been in the child's life for 10 years. He was invested. He was, even though the mother and him are not married, he was the step parent.
And I think somebody mentioned something about them not being married before. And I'm gonna say this: there are reasons why people do not get married.
No. I'm not saying it like that.
Hold on. Yandy and Mendices. I don't know if y'all know who they are.
Yeah, we know who they are.
They are married, as she say, before God. They said vows in front of everybody, but legally, it's not a good situation. The state that they was living in, if they get married, he's behind on his child support. They could take her money. He had debts and stuff that he had to take care of. She didn't want them taking her money. So like when he got locked up and all that stuff was going on, if they was married, then they would seize her property too because it's all together. It's community property. So it'd be reasons why people don't get married. It's not always, oh no, I didn't. Clearly he was doing enough to be a husband. She was letting them play that role very well. But that's why I travel so slow with baby steps, because half these niggas ain't shit. I'm sorry.
I get what you're saying about is reasons why they're not married and why they may not have, gotten married all this long time. But 10 years and all that he did, I feel, I'm looking at it. I agree with him not being able to, why he couldn't have his 20 people, his house, he's paying for it. I agree with that. I
Please hold
also
your camera still.
say it again.
Please hold your camera still.
I'm sorry. So I agree with that.
You agree that he shouldn't have his 20 people there?
No, that he should be able to have his guests there. He's paying for it. It's at his house. He's invested in his wedding. But when it comes to the father situation, he was never there to replace that father, regardless of what he did for that child or how long he did it. He came in and took on a role that should not have never been. And now, as we discussed, me as a woman, I'm not letting a man do that because my kids, I know I come as a package, but my kids, you're not here to be their father. And in some cases, he probably wanted to pay for the wedding to be controlling. We just never know what the situation is with him or, why. 10 years, you wanted to plan this wedding, but you could not plan a wedding for you and the mother. Because if you're going to put all this money into her child, you're not going to marry her, the mother.
Ask the mother, did she want to get married?
Well, I'm not going to be there.
I'm
not going to be there spending that kind of money if this female don't want to get married.
But you're a man. You're not. Listen, you can't speak for the man.
These are things
the woman may not have wanted to get married. You can't speak for the man.
But listen, even still, if the mother is still, when you get into a relationship and you start, these are things that you talk about in the early on. You set boundaries and limitations because that man should not have been paying $40,000 for her to go to school, get in no car. That's not his child. Now, being there to support her, hey, okay. But to do all that he did, nah, I don't agree with that one at all.
And I'm so surprised that you're saying this because it's like, okay, so through the course of a relationship, he didn't just come up one day and say, hey, want to go to college? No, somebody came to him and asked him. They talked to him about it. He wasn't like, hey, got this college here. Who want this college? No.
And he knew her father wasn't shit. She knew her father wasn't shit.
Clearly, the father is not nothing. And then so he wasn't. He didn't do these things because he did these things because he was asked to do these things by people that he cared about, that he thought cared about him. That's why
I look at it like this. That man is a provider. Period.
Absolutely.
He's a provider.
Absolutely.
So to a provider, I'm gonna be in this house. I'm gonna do this, this, and this. I'm not helping her with her kids because I'm not their father.
That's right. That's right.
I didn't say not help. I didn't say not help. It's certain things. It's boundaries and limitations when you put someone help. Because I'm not ready to spend where's her money? Because where's the mother money? You feel me? Like this is her child. I'm not here to replace the father. And I am not as a man. I'm not paying $40,000 to send my girlfriend's daughter to school. Relationships don't last. Clearly, he was there for 10 years. He invested 10 years and he did all of this. Nah, I don't agree with that one at all. Nope.
So using what you're saying, she should have not gone to college and she shouldn't be getting married because the father don't have the money, the mother don't have the money, so she should just do what exactly?
She need to work and you know how it is, take care of her own wedding.
Oh, okay.
Put yourself through school. I'm not saying that he couldn't help, but paying for the whole education, that was not his job. And see, he came in doing these things, and therefore that's why they took advantage of him and his kindness. And I don't take it from him that he's a great man to want to do that. A great man. But there are boundaries and limitations. You have not married this woman. You have been in her life for 10 years. with her child, and then you turn around as just the boyfriend. She's the girlfriend, and you send her child to school on a $40,000 paint, plan or whatever.
Tuition.
No, I'm not agreeing with that. If she wants to get married, it's up to the mother and father to pay for their daughter wedding. The mother and father don't have it, and she want to get married, it's up to her to go work for it. I'm sorry. The same as with school. I'm not saying that he couldn't help, but I'm not paying the whole $40,000. I'm not doing that.
Well, I'm glad she know. I'm glad I know for sure she glad she ain't meet you. Listen,
yeah, I'm not doing it.
Here's the thing. Everybody, of course, is always going to be what floats your boat. Is always going to be, if you have $40,000 and it do nothing to your bank account, you with somebody you believe you love or in love, you gonna do it. You do things. Hold on, because people do things all the time that the next person would not do. Then I mean that's just flat out. That's just something that it always happens. Okay, I've heard. Oh, I would not. Oh, I gave my brother a birthday party. Well, I wouldn't have gave my brother a birthday party because you ain't have it. If you had it, you would have did it. Like I don't understand. It just didn't. It didn't happen. We don't know whether they're together because the person that read the story, it's not him.
Right,
it was
I know.
someone else's story that he was telling.
Right.
But at the same time, if you with somebody, what boundaries is it? Like you supposed to, oh no, listen. I can't buy dinner tonight. Oh no, I can't buy them tennis shoes.
Oh, I got boundaries. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, I agree. If you're in a relationship and you got it, I spend it. I got it. I got you. You know what I mean? Or you got me, or we got each other. We in a relationship.
I get what you're saying too. I'm not even gonna say that I haven't done things that, what I'm saying is it's just certain things that I'm just not gonna do. I'm not gonna step in to put myself in a position that he has. And clearly, this is not the first time that he's seen this or they have done this. So he's done this numerous of times. The car.
If you with somebody for 10 years, right? They got kids, you watching them grow up. He is the man of the house. He is the man of the house. When they need something, they coming to the mother or they coming to him.
I understand that, but he's just a boyfriend. He's just a boyfriend for 10 years. No.
All of these.
You know what? Wait a minute.
All of these terms are just words. You know what I mean? Because the person is.
I've been married for 10 years, and so what?
But I'm just saying, so you like, you the girl. That's what the homegirls were saying. Girl,
I understand they're married.
Taking this money.
Marriage is different. That's a stepdaughter. You're not step anything if you have not married the mother. You're not
been married for 10 years.
If they were married for 10 years, again, I'm going to help, but I'm not paying for everything.
What if he got it? Because he clearly got it. So if he had it, he's supposed to not give it because of what purpose? Because he's supposed to be a stingy nigga?
No, not being stingy.
Because it's not his child, basically, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
I don't understand that mentality. He got it. He loved the mother. He loved the child. He got it. So he's supposed to hold on to it because the father don't got it and the father not there. So it don't get done when he can do it.
Listen, all I'm saying is the role that he played as the boyfriend for 10 years, it has to be something, some kind of limitations or boundaries or something before all of this, because I'm not going to expect a man to do this as my boyfriend. I'm not.
Well, I'm going to interject because I've been listening to all y'all arguing. Y'all all make some valid points. But I'm going to say this, Shanette. That guy in that video clearly stated that it was conversations and discussions. And he clearly stated that he's not the guy who he thought he was supposed to be based on past conversations. Now, me, I've been there. If it was, and I'm not married to my first child's mother, but her two oldest daughters, I raised them since they was 2 and 4. They are my stepdaughters. And if they wanted to go to college, I would pay for that money for them to go to college because I raised them. Their father wasn't in that picture. But if it came down to the point that they chose him to walk that aisle over me, if I'm not paying for that wedding, I don't give a shit. If I'm paying for the wedding, I know personally they're not picking him. You know what I'm saying? But if they did, I'll be just as mad as he is. But just because you're not married to a person, that does not relinquish your responsibility of being a stepfather to those children if that's what that relationship called on. I know you didn't say it per se, but you did say it per se.
No, I'm
because
saying
it does not matter if you're married or not, that you are a step parent to a child if you took that responsibility. As Monica said, you're a provider. So if I'm 10 years in that relationship, I'm providing for that household. If she wanted a car, needed a car, and that's part of my duties as that man of that household, and based on what he said, that conversation was had, then yes, you're supposed to provide. That includes paying for that wedding. But in his situation, they chose him not to be allowed to participate. He got to back out.
and I agree with all of that. And I agree with something you're saying. But again, I'm, to agree to disagree. I'm not saying, and I know you said I did never say that he was not supposed to provide. You come to the table. That's not his job to pay for the entire wedding. It wasn't. He put himself in that situation to do that. And therefore they did what they did.
I'm
And I,
sure he
and I
didn't just pop up and say, "Oh, I'm gonna pay for the wedding." They came and had a conversation with him about it.
I'm gonna pay for all of it. Y'all don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna pay for all the 250 people.
No, they had a conversation. They had a conversation. It was a conversation there, and that's why he said in that video that I was misled and I wasn't the guy who I was thought that I was informed to be, or whatever the word he used in there. You know what I'm saying? No.
They was pillow talking. She said, "Babe, I don't have it, and her father ain't in the picture, and she want to have this nice wedding." She did all that pillow talking, and she did all that pillow talking, and that's how that came about.
And I know traditionally the wife's father is supposed to pay for the wedding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But where's dude family? You know what I'm saying? And him, and then the fact that she don't have a job, all that would be red flags to me.
Well, she just graduated from college now.
Yeah.
You're right. I forgot about that part. But that's still, you know what I'm saying, is.
But it was something said. I don't know who said it. I think it was probably Shanette. But my question is, because he's not the stepfather, that was the question. Something about he's not the stepfather, so he shouldn't do this. So my question: when you get divorced, they no longer the stepkids, right? Everybody divorced. When I divorce the person, I divorce the kids too, right?
I don't think so. I don't think it should be like that. You know what I mean? If you built a relationship with these kids, y'all divorced, not your kid, especially from my personal experiences.
Can you repeat that first sentence you said?
Me?
Yeah, you. You said build a relationship. So even if you're not married, you can build a relationship.
Absolutely. And that's what I was saying. My personal experiences, the blood is blood, right? But sometimes the blood is not the people that look out for you the most. Sometimes the biological father, as y'all know, it's somebody else that's looking out. And it could be like that for a variation of things. You know what I mean? So it's just who cares for you and who has your back. So using Shanette's example, you're not the father. You can only care but this much. You can't go over this line. And then if you go over this line, it's not your responsibility. You know what I mean? It's not realistic how we are.
No, I didn't say don't care.
You said boundaries.
Yeah, boundaries. Yes, because it should be, because that's not. I'm not gonna. If I was that man, I'm dating their mother. I'm dating the mother. She can come and talk to me about whatever, I know the situation with her, the father, whatever. In this case, this man, again, was not supposed to be paying for the whole anything if he was even in the position to do so. He was not ever supposed to do that. Because
Why?
this is
Why
just
you say
why.
that?
Again, because I said he's not the father. He came in trying, if he did not come in trying to replace the father, then his feelings about him walking her down the aisle or her asking the father or whatever, that would not matter to him.
Question.
I
I got a
don't
question.
agree
I got a
with
question.
that. I don't agree with that.
I got a
He
question.
came from the heart.
But
He
I got a
came from
question.
the
nobody
heart.
goes in trying to replace anybody. It's just
I got a question.
you
Hold
start
on.
dating,
Hold
you
on.
like, you know what I'm gonna do next year? I'm replacing him. Like he ain't thinking like that. It's just he lives life. It
I
just
got a question.
organically happens. He cares about the mother, and mothers always say, "You're not only dating me, you date my kid." Like
Yeah.
he's trying to be that person. Well, I mean, you know how people say, like, you
Yeah,
know,
I mean,
whatever the circumstance is. But let's say we all hungry right now, right? And we somewhere and we need to get some food, right? Food costs $50 for all of us. The only person that has money here is you, Shanette. None of us have any money on us, right?
Mhm.
Nobody has no money. You have the money to buy it.
Mhm.
Are you going to buy the food?
Yes, I am. You talking about two different things. Hold on, you talking about two different things though.
Boundary, like,
No,
why does
listen,
that
you're
apply?
talking about two different things. When I mean boundaries, far as food, providing shelter, food, and necessities, yes, but not a wedding. No,
I got two questions.
I'm not
I
doing
got
that.
two
I know
questions.
as a man,
I got two questions.
I'm supposed to feed this family. I'm supposed to provide a shelter for this family. I'm supposed
Why?
to
You not married?
I got a question. Hold on. I got a question. I
You're
got
not
two
married.
questions. I got two questions. I got two questions.
Let's go.
Hold on.
Let's
Before I
go.
forget. First of all, what makes you think, or what proof do you have that he was trying to replace the father? And the second question is this: how was he not responsible to pay for the wedding, but he's responsible to pay for the house? I guarantee you, for the 10 years that he was in that relationship, that 10-year mortgage or house payment costs more than the college. So where is the boundary set where he paid all that money for them to live under his
going
roof?
in and out. Say it again. You was
He
going in and out.
paid more money for them to live in his roof than for her to go to college. Where is the boundaries when he's the father for 10 years in that household and he's supplying them a place to live? And the second thing, which was the first thing, is what proof do you have that he came in to replace the father? That was his intention, to eradicate the father.
No, not erase him. But when they tell him, oh, you know, the father is not in her life. He came in and he tried to buy. You know, he came in trying to what I'm looking for. All right, the father is not there. They gave him the story or whatever happened, however. And he felt like, well, dang, I'm gonna step up and I'm gonna just do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. Because when the father came in the picture, he just got so mad about the father walking her down the aisle.
He got mad. Listen. You gotta listen to the story that you even posted this. You really need to listen. You need to listen. When the father showed up that day, that ain't the first time. He said in his talking that the girl would call him. He would have
show up. Yes, I heard that.
Hold on. He would have his empty promises. He wouldn't fulfill the things that he said he was going to do for her. That's a problem. And let me say this, because I don't want to seem like I'm yelling, but this is the problem with my child at this point. So this hits home. She's not about to get no married. She's about to go to college. It's taken care of. But you can't just be popping up and popping back in. I'm not having no conversation with no man saying, oh, my daughter, her father don't do nothing. Oh, he this, that, and the other. That woman didn't have that conversation with that man. He just been dealing with that woman. I'm going to take care of her, and I'm going to take care of her child. That's how that went. There wasn't no conversation, oh, her father not there, so I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to step up and be her father. That's not what happened. He's from the story, he's just a provider. It's natural for him to take care of everybody in his household. So that's what he did.
Y'all are not understanding what I'm saying. It's okay for him to be that provider. I'm not paying for a wedding. I'm not.
That's still him providing.
No, not for
Yes.
a wedding. No, no. If she wants to need to eat, I'm going to feed her. She needs to live. I'm going to give her somewhere to live. I'm not doing no outside of all the extra stuff as the boyfriend. I'm just not.
If you got it, you're gonna do it. If it's your heart,
It's not even about having it. It's the emotional investment that you put into that person. And until you raise a child outside of your biological own child, a lot of people won't understand that emotional investment that you put into a child. Again, I raised two that wasn't mine. That emotional connection is something that you can't replace. You can't talk. It's like you just don't get it until you're doing it in that person's place. So I understand how he feels because I'm putting myself in that position. You know what I'm saying? That's like it's like it's your child.
Mhm.
So if she come and say, "Hey, Mr. Rob, hey, Dad, hey, Pop, whatever she call you," and they say, "Look, I'm in a tough spot. I need a car. I want to get married. Can you help me do this?" Whatever the case may be, being that emotional supported attachment to that child, you're going to start kicking it out.
Mhm.
That's why he was so passionate and felt so hurt when he found out that he wasn't on the invitations.
Yeah.
He wasn't the one that was walking the young lady down the aisle. He didn't withdraw his money when he found out he was on the invitations. No, he didn't withdraw his money when they said your 20 people couldn't come. No, he withdrew his money when they said, "Oh, you're not bringing your 20 people. You're not walking me down the aisle, but we're going to have it at your house." No, you're not. That's when he withdrew because he was hurt because of that emotional
As he should
attachment.
have. As he should have. I agree with that. I agree with him withdrawing his money and feeling how he feel about his 20 people and not being on the invitations, but walking her down the aisle. That's still her father. That's still her father. And I agree even still with him walking, the dad walking the 2, 3 steps, because my father is not going to walk me down the aisle. I have a son to do that. But in this case, no, my father wasn't in my life. And if he want to walk me 3 steps, 'cause that's what if my mother had a husband, however it was, he gonna walk me 3 steps and sit down. If I wanted my mother, husband, or whoever to give me away, my father was gonna walk me them 3 steps and have a seat because he already know what he did in my life. I'm not going to give him this grand place in my life. I'm not. But that's me as me. But this is clearly this child loves her father and regardless of what he done to her or did to her, she loved her father and couldn't nobody take that place.
I don't think it was a place thing. I think at the end of the day, now, and I'm speaking on this, not that, because I had my father. My parents were together the entire time. I think from the people on here, me and Diamond K, we can say that my parents were together way back when they was young teenagers until now. They are still together. So I don't know the whole absent parent on that part. But as far as what the way it is now, I don't think there is no child who don't really want that relationship with their parent, with their absent parent, with their father. I think that they want it. So if it's like, oh well, oh he acting okay, he act like he want to be here now, so let's let him be here. He put on that front because he's this man has said she did a lot of promises. So now he want to show up, kind of like that Medea movie. Oh, I want to show up because it's one of those picture time, photo time. I get to post pictures and say I was there for my daughter at the wedding. So this is an opportunity for him to have some pictures taken saying I was there for my daughter when you know you weren't.
But I feel
And
that
it's nice that you said that,
I
Monica.
agree with that too, Monica. But what I'm saying is this child wanted him to walk him down the aisle. I agree. If you ain't been in my life, you're not getting ready to come in my life at any point of time of my success or whatever and think that you're going to come and walk me down anyway or be a part of anything. But that's me. But she wanted her father there.
She's not a child. That's first.
Exactly.
She's not a child. You're an adult. Yes. So if you're gonna be an adult and want your father there, then yes, he need to pay for it.
Exactly.
Mother need to pay for it.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, you were a deadbeat ass nigga. So sit your ass down and watch me walk her down the aisle.
And that's where the mother. That's where the mother should come in. That's where the mother should actually come in and say something. Yes. But the mother is not, because she's on board with the father walking them down. And I'm gonna say this based on what Monica said, because I come from that broken household. And at 42 years old, I still yearn for that, but I don't push for it no more. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they don't want to be there. So my father was one of them guys that at all those moments, he showed up to have the picture taken. If I was to get married and my father come in, he's not sitting on that front row. You sit on the second row or the third row.
And
you feel what I'm saying? That's me. You feel what I'm saying? If I was a girl, he wouldn't be walking me down that aisle. Yeah, but that's people who think on that level. In that guy's situation, and again, that was a conversation that was had. It wasn't, I'm going to do this. They sat down and had that conversation. So whatever that conversation was, that she incorporated him and said, you pay for this, it's going to be at your house. It was already assumed that he was walking her down the aisle because that was the conversation. Now, like he said, he was surprised to find out he wasn't on the invitation. He was surprised to find out his people wasn't invited, and he was surprised to find out he wasn't the one walking down the aisle. That's not someone that volunteered. That was a conversation that was added, and the people withdrew their portion of that conversation. So that's fucked up.
Yes. So it is. I'm on both. Which y'all not hearing me. I am agreeing with the man, how he feels. He's not wrong for how he feels. He's not wrong for what he's doing. But again, the conversation that you said that they had, how we know that, well, you said they were talking, assuming, but how do we know that he paid for this wedding? Thinking, well, listen, the father ain't been here all this time. I ain't seen him, so he ain't going to walk her down the house out. So I don't think that they said, oh, you're going to be the one to do this. So I think that.
Well,
no, you don't. You don't think that.
She's on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, listen.
She was that bullshiggity. Listen,
yeah, that's what it was.
Listen, I'm sorry. That just,
they had that conversation. That man getting screwed. Point blank. Period.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I would love to know if they were still together.
Yeah.
Well, he was pointing to the house, showing the house. I ain't seen nobody walking around and all the lights was out.
But listen, because we didn't watch it to the end. He told her that her and her daughter had to go. See, you didn't get to watch it to the end.
The relationship was not what he thought it was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he was more invested in the relationship than the girlfriend was.
Right.
See, and that's probably why they didn't get married. I don't think it was for him. Clearly, he's in it for the long haul.
Oh, definitely, no doubt about it. He's definitely in it for the long haul.
Yeah, I think she's the reason they didn't get married.
She's definitely, she's family.
And that's more the reason why my money will be sitting in my account.
Can you call Diddy and tell him that he cannot replace Albie Shore, please? Because he damn sure took care of Albie Shore's son.
He was not trying to replace. That's an excellent example. He was not trying to replace Albie Shore. He loved. What's the boy's name?
I couldn't think of it. That's why I said Albie Shore's son.
It's not Justin, right?
No, Justin is his.
I can't think of the young boy name.
His name right now. I can see his face. I can't think of his name.
And I just read the story.
Yeah, but it's just, you know, he's a part of the life. You know, he's part of the child's life. This is father, that's his stepfather, and you can have that relationship. It's obviously best when it's a village and everybody get along and everybody do their part.
Right.
Yeah, but when you're a deadbeat father and you want to pop up and do stuff at this,
and see, and that's what me. I am going through this right now with my children. But what I won't do, and I never did, was I never put it in my kids' head about their father being a deadbeat. And I used to hate when their father would tell them things that we're going through, because I always made sure my kids did not or see it or hear it. But he would always assume to tell the kids, you know, it was always me, did this, then the other. But my kids is now 15 and 17. They have grown their own relationships based upon their father's absence in their life. My daughter loves her dad. She wanted him to come to the graduation. I couldn't say, oh, your deadbeat ass father ain't coming to no graduation. No, she wanted to give her father.
The father's deadbeat. The kids
exactly.
Their own.
And my kids know they know what their father don't do.
The boy's name is Quincy.
My kids, yes, but my kids understand. They understand the role that I play and that their father plays in their life. And my kids,
my daughter said, "I don't want to cool with me." And
that was high school. Like I said, if my daughter would have said she didn't want to marry, that was her, you know, her choice to say whether she wanted her father there to give her father a ticket or not. I could not say
it. I paid dues. Ain't no choice here. You get no choice. Here's the link. Let me text you the link.
In high school,
hold on.
You know, graduation is the free.
You'll have your turn. Here's the link. You can watch it on YouTube, like the rest of Baltimore County people in Baltimore City that wasn't able to attend the Baltimore County graduation. You can watch it at BCPS on YouTube on the channel.
That's why me as a man.
But let's also be clear, he's not local. So it's not like he was in state and he was going to be able to just come and go to the graduation. He had to buy a plane ticket to even get here. So
that's why me as a man, I go hard in the paint for my two daughters, because I don't want to miss nothing in life, and I don't want to ever get to this point to have these conversations to feel like these guys feel it. So that's why my children, I go hard in the paint for them, because I'm going to be at everything. It's not going to be well, you wasn't here, wasn't there. Yes, I'm here. When it's time to pay for the wedding, the real father's going to pay for the wedding. The real father's going to walk them down the aisle, because I created them and I'm going to raise them.
That's right.
Absolutely, as you should.
That's how it goes. Listen,
that's how it goes.
I have kids that ain't my kids that call me mine. I have nieces and nephews. Listen, I wasn't there for them to be little kids, but I support them every chance I get.
Right.
Every chance I get. I have not went to see my goddaughter. She's been in North Carolina for a minute. I'm going to take that drive one of these weekends this summer. I'm going to take that drive. We talk, we FaceTime, but I'm going to take that drive.
And that's a beautiful drive.
And she grown. And she grown. I still send money.
Yeah, you're going to take that drive. That's a beautiful drive.
Shut up.
It is. I just came back from that. Well, I went to South Carolina, but that's a beautiful drive. I banged it out in 6.5 hours.
Oh, wow. I don't know. Because our family reunion be in South Carolina.
Yeah, that's where I was at, Myrtle Beach. Yeah, I did that in 6.5, pulling the trailer with a motorcycle.
I'm like, I can't. I'm at to take my daughter's drive, but down. That's too far.
You gotta give them a taste of the road. If one drive two, and you drive, what's that? 2, that's 4. Then you drive 3. Or they ain't gonna sit in the car that long.
I'm sure they would, but
hey, 2, 2, and 3.
It was me driving. I gotta be the driver.
Hey, yo, you drive to Fredericksburg, you drive to Charlottesville, I got it the rest of the way.
Listen, y'all, we definitely need to wrap it up. We've been going and going and going.
Yeah, because we got to
I text y'all to come up with a question, and y'all probably didn't.
I got one.
Shanek had something going on, and look, she looked like it's all black again. Tony, what's your question?
When in a relationship, do you hold on? How did I word it? How did I word it? What do you do? What do you do? When is it? When? So if you're in a relationship and it's time to change or something needs to change, when do you take the initiative to change the behavior or the action that needs to be changed?
When you notice it's a problem. When your mate tell you for me, if he tells me that he don't like this, then what do you want me? I mean, it's nothing else to do. If I want to be with this person, then I need to change it. You get what I'm saying? You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that was based on a story I was reading in this group that I was in, and I'm still in the group, but and that question was what I asked on a situation. Was the person was like, I'm stuck in my ways, I ain't doing nothing, they need to adjust and adapt to me because I ain't changing. So that's why I came up with that question. When do you change? Like when, you know what I'm saying? Even the person,
you know what, right there, you said it. You said it right there. That's why a lot of relationships, unfortunately, don't work because people are stuck in their ways. And then they feel like they can't change. Or either they won't change. But I know me, my sarcasm, it'll mess somebody up. So if
mine too. That's a deal breaker. Definitely is.
This is what I have started doing. Because I don't know if I mentioned that to Tony. I don't mention it to you and Diamondk. I'm not in a relationship. I am
dating.
Somebody might be mad about that. But I'm dating. Okay. So I've heard at least twice, like, damn, that kind of a little bit, that was a little sarcastic. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, I didn't mean it that way. So I realize now, like, my daughters have turned me into a texter. Like, I keep looking down at my phone. They're upstairs, I'm downstairs doing the show. We're texting. They're asking questions. I sent them something for them to look at, and they responded. I have turned into a texter. So I realize now that that's not always the best way to communicate with the people that I'm dating, because then they'll take it wrong. And I don't want them to take it wrong. I just want them to,
And another thing with what you just said, this is what I've learned. And one of my homeboys asked a question on Facebook yesterday. What can you change in your current relationship to make it work? And I have put to be more vulnerable with my feelings and more communicative. And that piggyback on what you just said, because I don't communicate that much. I kind of keep
big on communication.
I kind of keep my shit bottled up.
You should not. That's not good.
And I'm learning now to say what comes to my mind, but I'm trying to say it where I don't hurt people's feelings.
Yeah, you got to soften it a little. And that is what I'm currently working on. Like, bottom line is, people like when you keep it real, but you can't keep it real with them.
Right.
They hate it, right? So I realized I gotta soften it up. Like, it's a girl that I really want to tell her that her hygiene is so off. Like, it's just more than one thing. But if you walk past me and I smell your feet, you throw your shoes away. You got athlete's foot, everything. You have athlete's foot or something. Like, I really want to say this to her, but it's like, I don't know if my delivery is going to be right. So I went to the supervisor and I'm like, you think you can, mention this to her? Like, I don't want to be the one to say it and then it turn into something else.
Right.
Because I ain't gonna let nobody say anything or do. So it's like, I really want to tell that girl her feet and you.
And listen,
like,
it's funny you say that because it was a situation. It was a situation at my job, the same thing. And after a while, you know what I mean. I just went straight to the guy. I was like, "Look, everybody else laugh and joke and play with you." I said, "I'm gonna be real with you. You're unbearable. Like you have to do something different."
But the unbearable part was the ow. Like,
but I that was the easiest way I could do it. So I told him, I said, yeah, because they was like, he don't get in the truck with you. I was like, no, he's not.
See,
and he was wondering why. So I went to him and told him.
Yeah.
Like, no, you know what I mean? And I didn't say it to him like that, like you stink, but I was basically saying you stink.
See, being able to communicate effectively, it's a full circle. So it's not just in your dating life, but if you want to be happy, you have to be able to communicate.
And that's what I'm learning now.
I'm so big on it. Listen, one guy told me, and I thought it was crazy because, like, we hadn't been out on a date, nothing. We just always talk when he's, I don't know, he works this overnight crazy shift. And then he's up while I'm asleep. So then I'm up while he's asleep. And then it's like this small window where we talk.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I can't help you, sir. That's not going to be a thing that I can do. Like, if we was already together and then that was the shift, I probably could work with that. Because eventually we would be to the point where you're staying with me or I'm staying with you, whatever the case may be. We still have a little bit of time together somewhere. But that small window of communication, and it's always like, I don't know what time to call, so I don't call or I don't text because I don't. If he's asleep, I don't want to wake him up because I know you gotta go to work, that evening.
Yeah.
And he's like, you don't never call me. You don't never just. And then every time he reach out, it's a FaceTime. No, I don't always be in a position where I could answer the FaceTime.
Right. Like they don't always want to FaceTime. I hate people that call you all the time on FaceTime. Like, I don't always want to do that because sometimes I might be in a market or I might be in a bank or something.
Or you may not have a shirt on. That'd be my thing. Like, every time you call me, like, I'm trying to fix, like, let me fix myself. I'm just getting home from work, trying to get out this work uniform. I'm either like, can I get in the shower?
Yeah.
Why you answer my FaceTime? I was in the shower. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Then he's gonna say, give me time. Give you time to do what? You a grown ass man. Give you time to do what? This is not a situation like this. It's all new. It's all new. So if you can't find the time to date me, or you can't find the time to talk to me, or you can't find the time to whatever, you can move on.
Yeah.
And find somebody that's working the same shift that you're working. Because it don't work for me. Then, you get too smart. No, I'm trying to tell you the truth. I'm not being smart. I just want you to that is something I'm not gonna deal with. Period. In order to get to know somebody, you have to spend time. You just can't. Not always this.
Right.
You're gonna be on FaceTime. No, I don't. Get somebody else to do it. Tony focus on one person, and I hope it work out for y'all. I'm serious, Tony. I hope it works out for y'all.
I do. I am focused on one person.
I just wanted to work out for y'all.
So I think we asked that question before. What are you doing to speed this up or get back or y'all? What's the question?
She needs time.
Who? Oh, she needs time.
Yeah, ain't that what you said last week? She said give us some time or something, Tony.
Oh, yeah, we had several conversations since then.
So is it moving anywhere?
It seems like it is. We having more direct conversations about feelings and emotions and expectations more so than past. So I would say yes.
I think y'all be all right.
Yeah.
I'm a player.
You what?
I'm chilling. Y'all. I got options.
Oh wow.
All right. No, y'all. I'm serious. Serious face. I am dating with a purpose. I feel like people should date with a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My purpose is not to get married.
Mm-hmm.
At this stage, my purpose is to be in the
healthy,
committed, long-term relationship.
Absolutely.
A long-term relationship should turn into marriage. And if it don't, I'm okay with that.
That's good.
All I know. That's all I know. But I don't know how no new guy gonna think he just gonna take me out a couple times and boom, no, it don't work that way. Oh, you're not talking to nobody else, are you? Yes, I am. Like what are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of times with the single people, they date one, go out with one person. Oh, I like her. Oh, I like her, and then cut everybody else off.
Yeah.
And then when they mess up, you be like.
And Monica, it's funny you said that because remind you, I was saying about the dating. You know, I never knew how dating was, like how it should be, because you know me, I always jump head into a relationship. You know,
What's Trey Songz song? I'm about to dive. This girl dives all the way in. Head first, okay?
Yes, and I cut everybody off. And then you get with the sucker, you do this, you move in, and next thing you know, bam.
Look at that. She even moving people in. Let me drink the rest of this drink.
Listen, but they start telling you their situations, and then you saying, wait a minute now. Well, if me and you doing this, and you know how you over there paying this, and you done, I was sitting there, analyzing all of that for them. That's what I was doing. I was, but I felt like I came a long way, and when I tried this dating was so hard for me. It was so hard, but I finally got, and I didn't cut everybody off. I didn't move nobody in fast.
Really? I think dating is hard, a little hard for me because these married people keep jumping in the pool.
Yeah.
And every time I look, it's like, well, what you want me to do with you? You married. Like, hello.
Right.
Is your wife coming?
That's the shit that itches me.
Right.
Like, why you married people out here fucking up the pool?
Yeah.
Now we can't get to the right person, because y'all done got them all thinking y'all single and shit in here, and the right person all trapped in your ass, and then the ones that's left out here don't trust nobody because they ain't dealt with your sorry ass before.
Yes.
Listen, twice. There is no third time. Dealing with somebody who tell me they separated from their wife, right? So if you stand nights with me, it's like, oh, they ain't together. How you stand the night with me?
Right. They live double lives all the time.
And I don't mean at my house. I mean, we get a little room or whatever. Like, okay, all right. Because not every man that you date need to meet your kids. Let me say that. Yeah. And they don't even know your address. So I'm like, okay, well, we meeting here. Oh, okay. Well, this is supposed to be something nice. Stay the night. Next thing I know, it's like, I ain't heard from you. Then I still hear from you. And I can hear in the background. Well, where you at? What's that? Never say you went back home. The reason that I was okay with doing it before. I am not now. But when I was, like I was married and then separated. So I knew I was done. It was over. It was dead. It wasn't or nothing. So I went on, I'm like, okay, so they could be done the same way I was done. In the nicest way. Niggas ain't shit. Nope. I'm just thankful no woman reached out talking about, I'm calling you woman to woman. Because I'd had to be like, nah, boo. Ain't gonna happen. But that was a nice topic, y'all. Listen. Y'all know we always do the dating thing. However, we are so over our time. And I want to thank you both, including Diamond King. Let me include him as well. Thank everyone for their, opinions and comments and their, additions to the show. I appreciate you guys, but we got to get out of here. Make sure you tune in right here every Thursday, 7-ish. Yes, I said 7-ish. Right here at onfire-tv.com. If you would like to be a guest or you have a topic, shoot me an email to theswatradioshow@gmail.com. You can follow the radio show, SWAT Radio, on everything. Twitter, IG, Facebook, TikTok. Follow Monica, WLS and the number 2 on Instagram, TikTok. Keep rolling. Let's go, Tony.
Tony Berger on all social media platforms.
I know he just said.
Come on, Shanette.
It's Shanette Gifted Hands Jones on Facebook.
I cannot. All right, y'all. It's time to go. We'll be here next week, I think. Yeah, we'll be here next week. And until then, I need every single one of you to walk by faith, not by sight. Look at Tony with the peace sign.
We normally
looking for food that feeds your soul? Hoodfellas Bistro and Catering is your local African-American owned restaurant offering American cuisine. Located across from the courthouse, we offer daily jury specials to reward civic duty. Enjoy our full-service restaurant and fully stocked bar. Dine in, pick up, delivery, and catering. Our themed happy hours feature live music, handcrafted drinks, and weekly specials. Book your private event at hoodfellowsbistrocatering.com.
Thank you for tuning in to On Fire TV. We are a 24-hour independent news and entertainment channel. We produce original movies, documentaries, reality-based shows, and podcasts. On Fire TV is made possible because of viewer and listener support. Go to onfire-tv.com to become an On Fire Plus member. Your dollars and your support have kept us going, and we are just getting started.
Visit onfiretv.com for live top stories, breaking news, and original shows.